close is the Wilder-Joshua fight to happening?
Sorry?
How close is the Wilder-Joshua fight to happening? Where would you like it to be at?
I'd like it to be here. Yeah, here or Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
And would you think of King Kong Ortiz, your first fight with him against Malik Scott? What was your impression?
Very poor. Very poor. And both the halves. Malik Scott run terribly for the fight. He spoke a great game, and we know he boxes off the back foot, but that was taking it to another level. And I thought Ortiz was poor. He should have cut him off. Should have thrown more shots. He should have stopped him. No, you know, but Ortiz is one of the best heavyweights in the world. It doesn't change through that performance. It was just a bit disappointing when we had that platform to go in and finish the job.
The Showtime deal. Thank you, Eddie. The Showtime deal. Was there a contingency? Joshua Wilder?
No, not at all. No. You know, we'll fight Molina on the 10th, then we'll fight Klitschko, and then we want Wilder after. So, you know, obviously Wilder's a Showtime fighter. It's a huge fight for Deontay Wilder. It's the biggest fight out there for him. And you know, I think he'd be receptive to that fight as well.
And talk about the Olympic pedigree. You have an Olympic champion. Clarissa Shields won. Andre Ward. Talk about the complexity of your boxing game, the intricacies of your game, combined with having that Olympic experience.
Well, the pedigree is important, but it doesn't always make you a hungry fighter. You know, the guys that have had the blessing of coming through a system where they're funded can sometimes take the hunger away from them. You know, Clarissa Shields is a great fighter. We've got Katie Taylor, Olympic champion, debuting next week. Andre Ward's a very skilled fighter, but it doesn't, you know, just because you've won an Olympic medal don't mean you're going to go and achieve in the pro game. But you know, anyone with that pedigree has immense skill, and if it, you know, normally the cream rises to the top.
What type of opponent are you looking for Luis Ortiz in December? Someone a little bit more offensive?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I say, probably looking back, maybe we should have gone with someone more offensively minded for the last week. But I just expected him to deal with Malik Scott in 3 or 4 rounds. We're looking at a few guys, maybe a Brit. You know, obviously it's a show in Manchester as well, so we want probably a 10-rounder on December 10 and then move into a big fight in March.
Who wins Joseph Parker and Andy Ruiz?
Joseph Parker. I don't know a lot about Andy Ruiz. You know, like Andy Ruiz, it's just because aesthetically he doesn't look great. Otherwise, yeah, but you know, like it's hard to sell because if I match Joshua with Andy Ruiz, it may be a credible fight, but to the casual fan, all they do is look at Andy Ruiz and say this is a joke. But it's not a joke because he's a good fighter. But you'd think that in Auckland, Joseph Parker, it's a long way to travel, you know. And actually, that's when you look back at like Luis Ortiz last week. Don't forget, you know, he flew from Miami, he's never done that before, and all these different things. So I'm not sure how Ruiz will travel for that fight.
How'd you land on Eric Molina for Joshua? I know the Klitschko situation, but some people say like Deontay Wilder fought him first, Deontay Wilder leftovers. So how'd you land on it?
He had a very good fight with Deontay Wilder. He hurt him badly in the fight, went 9 rounds. Obviously we wanted Klitschko, that couldn't happen. But he's IBF number 8, he's WBC number 8, and more importantly, you know, I spoke to him and he kind of sold himself to me. I know he will put every ounce of his soul into that fight, and they're the kind of hungry guys that we need to fight Joshua. I'm expecting him to go in and knock him out within 6 rounds. But I think it's a solid test.
Eddie, what exactly is the situation with the Joshua Klitschko fight? I mean, is that fight going to happen next, or do you guys have to go back to the
we've got Molina on the 10th, and we're just finalising the venue and dates now, and then we'll do that fight in April.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You know, Joshua aesthetically just looks like plays the role of heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he's a great role model.
He's got the charisma.
Got everything. You know, and I believe he can go on and be one of the best heavyweights of all time. But he's got, you know, it's only his 18th fight. So, you know, people, you know, he's got Charles Martin in his 16th, Brazil in his 17th, Molina in his 18th, and Klitschko in his 19th. It's not bad going.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a little hard to convert us American fans, and the American fans are loving him.
Yeah, well, they will do. And, yeah, we want him to be over here, and we want the Deontay Wilder fight. So, you know, hopefully we'll be here sooner rather than later.